Hey guys, so I wanted to talk about Faith Evans, Valletta Wallace, and this new docuseries by Lifetime called Hopelessly in Love that focuses on love relationships and entertainment that we knew about, but it supposedly gives a little more inside information about the relationship. So last week when they released the trailer for the Faith Evans and Biggie love story, there was a lot of talk in the media about Faith Evans and Valletta Wallace being very upset with how they portrayed the relationship in the docuseries. I mean, I didn't see much detail about what exactly they were upset about, but in a nutshell, they wanted Biggie's legacy to always be looked at in a positive light, and they did not feel like this docuseries would paint that light that they were trying to catch. So I had a chance to view the docuseries this morning, that episode, and I am so confused. I feel like they did a great job. I mean, they pretty much talked about everything that we already knew, other than the fact that he started dating Charlie Baltimore. Now, that was new to me. I had no idea that that was Charlie Baltimore in the Get Money video. Like, it was supposed to be Faith, but she was impersonating Faith. Isn't that crazy? But of course, they did focus on the Lil Kim part. I don't know if that's what she was upset about. But what I gathered, and what I've always gathered, is Biggie and Lil Kim had a bond like no other. Like, I feel like they were soulmates, but Lil Kim did not look the part of the industry's standard for a beautiful woman. And I really, truly, after viewing this and hearing all of this extra stuff about Charlie Baltimore and whatnot, and putting myself in Lil Kim's shoes, I can see why she done messed her face up at this point. Because just think about it, y'all. He was with Lil Kim before anybody else, any other women, the wife, whoever. And then here comes Faith. And then he married her. Like, why you keep passing me up? And then when you finally separate from Faith, you turn around and get another high yellow chick. So all these years, I think Lil Kim is still suffering from some sort of depression from how Biggie treated her, because I believe she felt like it was her appearance. Because what else could it have been? They vibed good. They, from according to her stories, they was great in bed. It was just him always going outside of them and never putting her in that position. You know what I mean? But honestly, for Lil Kim, I do not think you should feel like it was how you look. I think it was more of he had already had you. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't feel the need to lock you down. You know what I mean? But they did focus more on the Tupac aspect of the whole thing. And Faith had a chance to break down her actual interactions with Tupac during the time when he was saying that they had relations and all that type of mess. So I did get a little clarity on that. However, and this is just from my observation, this is just my opinion, this is alleged, that I really think she did do something with Tupac. Because through all the stories that was being told, I feel like a lot was being left out. I definitely know they left out the drug use parts. I mean, whoever was using drugs, weed, whatever, they left all that out. And if you've been around the industry and you've been in the studio and you've been around rappers and you've been around famous people, drugs and the recording studio goes hand in hand, okay? And she was talking about walking into a death row studio session, so you already know, you know what I mean? The way she gave the story, it was supposed to be a business arrangement where she was supposed to sing some hooks for Tupac and get paid. Why you didn't get a contract? Why you didn't get your money up front? Why there was no paperwork for this deal is beyond me. Especially if you know that Tupac had beef with Biggie. Even though you and Biggie were separated and this was supposed to be an actual business arrangement, why was there no paperwork involved? Why weren't you able to sue him for your money and your time and your work? Because according to you, you did this entire studio session. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like a lot was left out. It just made no sense to me. She said Tupac never paid her the $25,000 he was supposed to pay her for that studio session, and then she realized that it was all to get back at Biggie. Like, come on. Why would you even entertain any type of business dealings with the man that is coming at your husband, ex-husband, whatever. You know what I mean? There's codes to this. You know what I mean? Whether you was with him or not, y'all was separated. You never supposed to, certain things you just don't do. You know what I mean? That's why I feel like, why are you upset about what they talked about on the docuseries when in all actuality, if y'all aim was to make sure that Biggie was not painted in any type of negative light, Faith should have been the last one talking. Because in my opinion, and like I said, this is my opinion, Faith has been the only one that has embarrassed Biggie Smalls' legacy since his death, in my opinion. Okay? Because everything we have been hearing about this woman since his death has been something really negative. You know what I mean? Like her being arrested in 2004 with her then husband manager, and then getting caught with cocaine and marijuana. Like, we had no idea that was Faith's deal, you know what I mean, until then. And then she went on drink champs with Nori and them, and she got so drunk that she really admitted to licking Biggie's Hershey Highway.
Did Big eat ass?
Well, I guess that depends on who you ask.
I don't know.
He ate mine a few times.
I'm still trying to get the visual out of my brain. Like, come on. You don't think that was embarrassing to Biggie's legacy? Like, what? And then, of course, last but not least, and definitely my biggest deal, marrying Stevie J. Stevie J, the man that was around when you was married to your husband. There I go again about certain things you just, like, can't do. That's like me having a friend, and my friend is married to somebody, and my friend get killed, and I'm years later marry her husband. Like, what? That don't make, that's just, you know, certain codes you just don't break. You know, you chose to be that man's wife, and in my opinion, you did not carry that title right. You know what I'm saying? And being his widow, moreover, you should be very careful with how you tread, especially if you want it to be a part of this man's legacy, because you know everything you do is going to fall on his legacy. You know, what they kept saying all the time was, oh, well, Faith was the wife. But in all actuality, when you really listen to the details of all the stories, you know, it seems like Lil Kim was the one he had the most time in with. It seems like Lil Kim was the ride or die. You know, everybody got that ride or die. But he just didn't give her that same respect as he would have given a wife, or, you know, the mother of his children. He just didn't view her like that. And I think subconsciously, like I said, that messed with her brain. That made her feel like she had to be lighter to be accepted. She had to look like Faith and Charlie Baltimore. Because regardless of what anybody wants to say about Lil Kim, nothing you can say is she didn't love Biggie. You can't say that, okay? You can see that shit all in her face. You can see it at his funeral. You can see it. She loved that man so much. But all in all, the episode was pretty good. You know, I like I said, I got some details. I got to look in a little more. I don't think it did a bad job. I mean, I felt like she came out on top. I don't see why she upset. I don't know why Biggie Mama upset. But you know, it was a nice story. You know, Lisa Left Eye, they did before that, and Lisa Left Eye story, they really went in. Like, I found out a lot in that one too. But if y'all didn't get a chance to check it out. Come back and leave a comment and let me know what y'all thought about it. You know, I just feel like Faith did not carry the wife status or the widow status the way she should have as a legend that Biggie became or was. You know, I just don't feel like she carried it. But what do y'all think? You know, everybody's open to their own opinion. Just be respectful in the comments. Make sure you like this video. Subscribe to my channel so we can get into some more discussions. And make sure you check that for all that and some more. Peace.